So your favorite European club has released their jersey for 2024 to 2025 season. And by this time, you've called your plug, your jersey plug, to get ready and come and give you one of them jerseys. It's very easy to buy jerseys from European clubs, but it's practically impossible to get jerseys from Ghana Premier League clubs. Why is that so? Why is it that you can easily get jerseys from clubs that are so many hours away from you? That is England, Europe, Germany, but basically clubs that live very close to you, like the Ghana Premier League clubs, you can't get their jerseys to buy on the markets. In today's edition of Explainer, we are going to look at why it is very easy to get jerseys from Europe, but practically impossible to get jerseys of Ghana Premier League clubs to buy. My name is Elali Frank. This is Del Soccer. If today is your first time, hit on the subscription button. On this platform, what we do here is we talk about news updates, and I also do explainer on topics about football, like this particular video. When you hit on the subscription button, make sure you hit on the notification bell so that everything we post, you're going to see. If you like this video, hit on the like button. But without wasting much time, let's get straight into today's news. Let's start with a bit of background story. Accra House of Folk played a recent game with Kumasi Santa Kotoko at the Accra Sports Stadium in the just ended Democracy Cup. In that game, House of Folk wore Daba. When we say Daba in football, the top that House of Folk wore was an old jersey from Umbro, but the pants was not designed by Umbro. The pants is an old pants that they wore last season. House of Folk doesn't have any partnership with Umbro, so ideally they are not supposed to wear it. It's like Manchester United have a partnership with Adidas and you move to Nike and they are still wearing Adidas. It's completely impossible in football, but it happened in Ghana. And I'm going to explain to you the reason why that happened. So, in Europe, United has partnership with Adidas. The partnership is in a way that Adidas provide the kits for the clubs for free. They spend money on marketing, promotion. Look at the beautiful video that Adidas has done with Arsenal. Very beautiful jersey, beautiful design, beautiful promo. So the kit manufacturers take charge of the promotion, the marketing, the branding, and go ahead and also design these jerseys for the clubs. What the kit manufacturers get in return is franchising, merchandise sales. So they hope that the clubs will make sales, and then what will happen? They will also benefit from that. They get commissions from the sales, and they make a lot of money. People buy Manchester United jersey, people buy Adidas, and all those kind of jerseys. That's the deal in Europe. But in Ghana, it's not like that. You see this jersey. This is Manchester United jersey from Adidas. When you go to the markets or when you call your favorite jersey plug, he can easily give you this jersey. But you see the jersey I'm wearing, this is a Nations FC jersey, a jersey from a Ghana Premier League club. This jersey, you can easily get it on the markets because the club has put it on sale. And I'm going to explain why. But when you call your jersey plug and tell your jersey plug to give you a Ghana Premier League club jersey, it's practically impossible to get it. And here is the reason. For the Premier League clubs, when the kit manufacturers sign a partnership with them, the clubs are supposed to pay for their kits. Do you get me? Europe, the clubs don't pay for it. So the manufacturer makes money from producing more replica jerseys in the market. In Ghana, the clubs are supposed to pay for the jerseys for the kit manufacturer to design them and give it to the clubs. Now let's do some quick mathematics. Assuming when you go on the Adidas website or Arsenal's website, their recent jersey, the replica or the one that you can get on the site is 50 to 80 pounds. So assuming Adidas or Nike decides to produce a replica jersey or a jersey for a Ghana Premier League club at a cost of 50 pounds. Are you getting me? Now, the club has to pay this 50 pounds per jersey to the kit manufacturer. Let's do this mathematics. If, assuming House of Folk needs 1,000 jerseys, that's 500 for home, 500 for away. That's not enough for a club, because imagine if they sign 30 players, and each player gets three shirts per season. So assuming they do 1,000 kits, that's 50 times 1,000. That's 50,000 pounds. Are you following? A Ghana Premier League club will pay 50,000 pounds. So Hasselhoff versus Umbro. Classic example. Umbro is a very top brand, a very famous brand. So Umbro South Africa designs this jersey. I don't know the details of it, but I don't think it will be less than 50 pounds or 50 euros or $50. Not at all. Because no jersey is as cheap as that. But I'm just using 50 pounds as or $50 as the easiest. So let's say $50 times 1,000. That's $50,000. Hasselhoff pays $50,000 for a jersey in the season for their players, and when the jersey comes to the ports, they have to go and pay duties as well. I don't know if you have any knowledge about the duties on products in Ghana, but it's on the roof. Even the Black Stars itself struggle sometimes to pay duties on the jerseys that Puma brings to them. So now you see, Hasselhoff will pay this amount of money to their kit manufacturer to design these kits for them in a season. This is why the clubs will not go ahead and produce the replica jersey, and this is why you can't get the replica jerseys on the market, because the clubs can only afford to produce exactly the jersey or the total number of kits that the players will need to play football matches. So it's also the reason why Ghanaian players cannot give out their jerseys, because when they give out the jersey, it is completely impossible to get a replacement. Unlike Europe, where Chelsea can just call Nike and Nike will produce another one. When Chelsea got banned under Abramovich and they had to play some matches without sponsors, it was easy for them to do it. It's easy for the European clubs to get different jerseys, special jerseys for matches, because they live with these manufacturers in their country. You feel me? So now you get it. One, the cost involved in producing these kits is very, very difficult, that the clubs are only ready and willing to pay for only the jerseys that the players will need. That's all. Now, let's come to how this problem can be solved. The only way this can be solved is Ghana using local manufacturers. If you look at the clubs that have some of their kits in the market, like the Ghana Premier League club, like Nations FC shirt that I'm wearing, like Dreams FC, like PPN Gold Stars, a couple of Ghanaian clubs, you can get their jerseys on the market. And it's because they use local manufacturers. Dreams FC uses local manufacturer. Nations FC uses a local manufacturer. A local manufacturer means a Ghanaian produces the kits. And I've said it on countless times that it is practically impossible and it's not financially wise for any club in Ghana to go for these top European brands like Puma, Adidas, Umbro. It is completely unwise when it comes to business sense, because one, you can't make sales out of it, and you can't even make any money. You spend more to get these jerseys than how much you would get in return. But when you use a local manufacturer, the local manufacturer may design a kit for you less than $100. A local manufacturer may less than 1,000 Ghana cedis, I should say. A local manufacturer may design a kit for you less than 500 Ghana cedis. That's a jersey. So the local manufacturers, they are able to produce the kits for the Ghanaian clubs, and it's also very easy for the Ghanaian clubs to design replica shirts as well. So if you are watching this video and you are into fashion design, I would entreat you to consider going into full-time sports kits, because the market is ready. Clubs in Ghana is a must, whether they like it or not. They wear jerseys. Like, you have to wear a jersey to play a football game. So imagine this: 48 Division 1 clubs, 18 Ghana Premier League clubs. Look at the number of Division 2 clubs we have, and look at the number of Division 1 clubs we have in Ghana. There are churches, there are schools, that all needs kits in Ghana. Kit manufacturing needs to be localized in Ghana. That is the only way we can get clubs in Ghana to have their replica jerseys on the market. Another thing that you also need to know is that you see this jersey you have. This is not the original Adidas jersey or the original Manchester United jersey that Adidas created for Manchester United team. No. What happens is that because these clubs are very popular, production companies in Asia produce a fake version, I should say, and put it in the market. This jersey is not from Manchester United or from the Nike store or the Adidas store. But what Adidas does is that they allow people to put in or recreate what they've done, because at the end of the day, once you still have Adidas on it, they consider it as a means of market. When you go to Asia, Africa, we don't even buy the authentic, expensive jerseys. How many of you have gone to the website of Nike to buy the Nike authentic jerseys? How many of us have bought the authentic Black Stars jersey? Because it's very expensive. So it's the same way that you can't buy the authentic jersey from Manchester United. It's the same way you can't buy the authentic jersey for a Ghanaian Premier League club if they go for this European or this foreign, I should say, kit manufacturers. They are pretty much expensive and Ghanaian clubs cannot afford. But when they use local manufacturers, it's easy for them to get the replica and they get the authentic size. You see this jersey I'm wearing is the same quality as what the players of Nations FC wore for their season. So in today's video, I'm sure now you know why it is practically impossible to get jerseys of Ghana Premier League clubs on the internet or on the market, but you can easily get Manchester United, Chelsea, or any European club's jersey from your jersey plug. It's a challenge. We need to work on it. One of the best ways of solving this solution, or one of the best ways of solving this problem, is getting enough local manufacturers in the market where they can produce these jerseys at a very affordable price. That one makes it easy. They can create more. They can create tracksuits. They can create fun wear. They can create so many things because they are very closer to us and you are not supposed to spend much. Duties alone that you spend on foreign products are so much. If you are watching this video and you want us to talk about kit manufacturing, and if you are a businessman, you want to go into it and you don't have any idea about it, just give me a call. I'll try and help you out on how you can go about it. My name is Delali Frank. If you like what we did in today's explainer, give me a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section. But until we meet again, bye-bye for now.